in these next couple examples, we're going to look at how we can estimate areas of these irregular shapes in a coordinate plane. There's a couple methods that we can use, but we did actually skip the section on composite figures, so we're just going to use one main method to do this, okay? Now, when we look at this figure, right, it says estimate the area of this irregular shape, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and maybe just use the general rule that if we find something that's, you know, a whole unit square that is inside of all of these little squiggles, that's going to be equal to 1 square unit. And maybe if we find like some sort of like triangle that takes up, you know, about half of a square unit, right? So we'll just say that equals like a half a square unit. Okay, and then we're just going to go through and maybe like mark these things off. Okay, so maybe I'll just go through and maybe circle all the ones first that would maybe have an entire square. And remember, this is an estimate, so there's 1, 2, I would give that a full one, so that's 3, maybe say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll give this one, that's about a whole one, that's 10. Let's say this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, it's almost a whole one, 22, 23. That looks pretty good. Okay, again, this is not going to be perfect, it's an estimate, but I'm going to say we had about 23 entire squares there. Okay, so now I'm going to go and maybe count all of the half squares. Okay, so again, this is as good as we can do, right? So there's 1 half square, there's about 2 half square, or triangles, I guess. There's maybe we can count that as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm only going to give this one 1. I'm going to call that 10. Same thing here. Let's call that about 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Am I missing any? I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we'll do that at about 17 there that were triangles. Okay, so now all we have to do is we just have to give, again, half a point to the 17 there for the blue triangles, and then a full unit square to the red squares there. So really this is going to be 23 times 1 plus 17 times 0.5. Okay, and so I'm just going to put this in my calculator here, 17 times 0.5, or you know, you can obviously just do that in your head, 17 divided by 2. But I'm just going to multiply that. I get 8.5 here. So this is now going to be 23 unit squares plus, this will now be, again, 8.5. So this is going to be about 31.5. So we'll say about 31.5 units squared. Okay. Again, I know that seems really elementary, but this is a really pretty easy way that we can solve this particular problem in a coordinate plane, where we can figure out, you know, what is going to be the area of an irregular shape. So let's just take a look at one more example here. Again, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's just take a look at one more blob here in a coordinate plane and find the area. Okay. And so again, maybe I'll go through this one a little bit faster, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, it's almost a full one, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I'm going to count those again because I feel like I actually messed up. But again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, good. So I had 33 unit squares there. Okay, now let's go ahead and do some triangles and figure out maybe how many triangles we have. So I'll count that as 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll count these 2 as 5. I'll count these as 6, 7. Count these 2 as 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14 with that part. Okay, so again, it's about right. It's an estimate, remember, so it doesn't have to be exact. So I'll say that's about 14 of those. Okay, so really, again, I'm giving one point to all of the squares. So 1 times 33 plus half a point to all of the other ones. So I'll say a half a point to these 14. So that's basically going to be 7 plus 33. So I'm going to say that this is about 40 square units. So 40 units squared. Okay. Again, I hope this is pretty easy. Again, we're just kind of using these skills to estimate the area of like a blob in a coordinate plane, or in other words, an irregular shape in a coordinate plane.